you offended by the Sonata commercial with Rachel Dratch?
Oh, the one with Big
and
Poppy?
Krasinski? Yeah.
Yeah, no. That was great.
Like, is she from that area?
Yeah, she's there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, almost all like those SNL people, NBC actors, Krasinski, Steve Carell, Amy Poehler, they all are somehow Bostonian or Massachusetts, massholes.
Yeah, I was like, does this offend Bostonians? But if it works for you, it works. Because they were like, he calls you bigness, though. He said,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't feel like that's, the man has names, but your bigness is not.
I don't know what that
one of
means,
them.
but yeah,
Sorry,
he's
your
Big
bigness.
Poppy though. So that was Chris Evans, right? Oh no,
It was Krasinski.
Krasinski. Yeah, you know Chris Evans was my first ever roommate.
Stonehill?
No, we were born in the same hospital room.
Oh.
Like he's
That is a good
he's a like a week younger than me.
anecdote.
Like in the very same
You were in the hospital for a week?
Well, that's the story I tell.
All right.
It sounds good, right? Like this was my first roommate. We were born in the same. Like they had a little. This was back when, you stayed in the hospital for a couple of days, and they pushed all the babies into this big room. We're all like in bowls.
That doesn't
and
exist
stuff.
anymore.
Yeah.
I was asking Cassidy, I go, what if Renly's in that room where the dads are looking in the window? And she's like, that room doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's like ICU now.
So,
And we don't want to go to NICU.
The NICU.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm well versed as well.
We are staying far away from NICUs.
Let's hope so. Let's get going with the Would You Rather. Welcome to Fast Talk Podcast. We are here in Green Apple Studios, downtown Las Vegas. It is 2 days from my birthday, November 12th,
Happy
2025.
Early birthday.
Thanks.
You're celebrating by going to California.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I like starting these Would You Rathers. I feel like it's a good way to get going. The one I found and I liked, maybe, would you rather save one person you're close to or 1,000 strangers from dying?
Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, I think morally you want to say 1,000 strangers, but your heart wants to say who the person you're close to. And I've lost a close friend at a young age, and even just a couple of days ago, I had a dream with him in it, and we were hanging out.
Crazy.
So, it's very hard to lose somebody that you're close to.
But at the same time, you could save 1,000.
But to be able to save 1,000 people,
1,000 people that have 1,000 people that are close to them.
right? And that tree, those family trees, that's a forest, if you will. So I'm going with 1,000 people, close friends. Please forgive me. I know your family and
Your
and friends
sacrifice will not be in vain.
Yeah,
Close friend, because I agree.
yeah,
I'm saving 1,000 people.
yeah.
My selfish ass was like, well, I'll be a hero if I saved 1,000 people. I'll be looked upon as like, this guy saved 1,000 lives. You just save one life, you might get a little note.
I mean, I think
in the
saving a
paper.
life is always a cool thing, and if there is a judgment day coming, that's always going to be some bonus points.
You could look at it like you put a situation where your car is out of control or your car is in control, but you can't stop. And it's either run one person over or like slam into a building that starts a chain reaction that kills 1,000 people.
It's the trolley problem.
With the pulling of the lever
thing
that I've seen of late.
Did you see or ever watch The Good Place?
Is that
Kristen
Anna?
Bell.
Yeah, Anna. Anna.
Oh,
Frozen,
yeah, Frozen.
Anna.
Okay, yeah.
If you throw it into Disney, I know what you're talking about.
All right, yeah. Kristen Bell, Ted Danson. Yeah, the trolley problem in that show, Chidi Onogunye, one of my absolute favorite characters, fictional characters of all time. He is an ethics guy, and he's teaching everybody ethics. I feel
like the Would You Rathers are versed, dripping in ethics.
Right, exactly.
That's what the basis of them are.
And like the trolley problem is you have like the tracks are split and Going down one, you're basically going to kill everybody. Going down the other, you're going to kill 3 people.
Tied to the track.
Yeah.
I've seen the meme of that.
Yeah.
And it that's why I was saying about the lever. You control the lever to where the train goes. So
Yeah. In essence, yeah.
That's like I see people tied to the tracks and trains going toward them, and I immediately think Dudley Do-Ride from Rocky and Bullwinkle.
I don't know that.
All right, well, we'll make you.
We're going to watch it afterwards. We'll link to it.
There's a lot going on, and we don't have time to cover everything that's happened.
I was sitting at Circa last night, and they had so many games on.
It's ridiculous.
They didn't even have all the men's NBA games on. That in itself is crazy. There was a lot of good college basketball last night.
College basketball started. We got playoff rankings in college football. I don't even I have so much NBA info and stuff that I didn't even write down to even think to get to. The Mavs GM guy got fired, which is crazy.
No, I think so.
Fire him when he makes the trade. Don't fire him 10 games into the new season.
Fair enough.
When you have so many injuries, and I'm going to leave it at that. Tagliabue, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
My first commissioner, and then Lenny Wilkins, and then you got one you want to get into more.
Yes. Sunday was a tough day. We lost a lot. And Aces Nation was affected by that too. Down here, Coralisa Coco, a member of the High Rollers dance crew at the Aces, she lost her battle with cancer. 3 years fought. So there is a GoFundMe that has been set up. We're going to link that in the description to help her family.
Link in the description.
So if you're part of the women's sports family, if you're part of the W family, or if you just have a heart, go ahead and check that out and drop $1 too to help her family out, because she was a proud member of Aces Nation. She brought smiles and joy to many, many fans at the house for many years. So, and we will miss her.
Yeah. Hashtag fuck cancer. Right?
Fuck cancer. Yes.
Stand up. She was on the dancing?
The High Rollers dance crew.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been lucky enough to be able to see WNBA games all over the country, and there's, most of them have some sort of, I guess, I call it the old lady dance crew.
Hype squad.
Where we in Vegas, we have the High Rollers. They call them the Timeless Torches in New York. But
dude, Ellie is their dance crew. Come on.
Ellie has her own dance crew. Yeah. But I firmly believe the old lady dance crew, the High Rollers in Vegas, are far and away the best. And I am not biased at all in that assessment. They are the best in the league.
I mean, I've seen them. They're awesome.
Connecticut is the worst.
Yeah. So
in my opinion,
in the thoughts and prayers, as always, we hate cancer. We're thinking of you. Yeah. And the GoFundMe will be link in the description, and
yes,
shout out and love and all the good feelings.
Yes.
It's a better place, right? When we always say she's in a better place.
We hope so. We hope there is a better place.
We hope there's a better place. One thing, I was watching the Spurs the other night, and there was it was the Cup game, and it was Spurs Rockets in San Antonio, and like they made a big deal about focusing on this one section of the fan base, and this one in particular guy, he's a Spurs fan, his name's Big Red, and he did an interview with Cassidy Hubbard. I kind of want to see what you think of this. Let's see if I can get the video to come up here. Hold on.
I do love Cassidy Hubbard on Prime.
Tap to unmute. The mustache, right? The mustache is everything. And that gold jacket is sweet. Gets better.
Okay, I don't know what drugs he is on or what he was having, but I want a little bit of that next game I go to.
He ripped his shirt, right? I'll
rips
put the
his
whole
shirt
video
off.
right here
Yeah,
and time it with your reaction. That guy is my spirit animal, and I love that guy, and I want to go to a Spurs game now so I can sit next to that guy. Big Red is his name, and
I do love
I
it.
hope he sees this because, like, love coming from all the way in Las Vegas. For the one Spur fan that I talked about not being in San Antonio, that's me. And so I hope he sees this and like gives us a shout out too, and like props to that guy. And it's cool to bring energy. He made me think of the VGK fan guy that we lost a couple
That's
years
exactly
ago
what I thought of too.
that, ripped his shirt. I just wanted to I wanted to bring light to that guy. I think that guy's awesome. Even people watching the game with me were like, that mustache, and I was like, it's amazing. And you don't see it.
Wait, the mustache was real?
I think it's real.
Because my thought was that it was not real.
It looked real. Let us know, Big Red. Tell us your mustache is real.
If it's real, then that's very, very. I
used to have a
I
guy.
thought it was like a tape on.
When I was in Berkeley in bartending, you'd see quite the facial hair on some people.
I believe it.
And a few of them had the metal bit that you bring it in and you put it on your beer glass, so that it blocks the foam from getting into your mustache when you drink the beer. I had never seen one before, and I ran over to the guy. I was like, what is that? And he's like, I'll show you. And it was fucking insane. But I just wanted to give that guy a minute of shout out.
How vain do you have to be like, I can't get any beer foam in my mustache?
We're talking epic mustaches.
But like a little napkin, wipe, you know. They had napkins there, right?
Yes, bev naps, we call them. That's what you call them. You call them bev naps. Most of the people in the industry.
Yeah.
When we would say 86, that guy.
I understand that number, yeah.
86 proof. That's where that came from. I'll give you a little bartending history. 86ing something means to, back in the day, when you had someone that got a little rowdy and too drunk at your bar, you would sub them down to the 86 proof alcohol to calm them down. When now that's the standard APV for liquor. So it would be like 44ing someone now or something, but that's where the 86 came from.
Yeah, give them the O'Douls, if you will.
I'm going to jump quick to my main topic at hand. We had two primetime games with the exact same score in the NFL this week. The Thursday night game between the Raiders and the Broncos was 10-7, and the Eagles-Packers Monday night game was also 10-7. Yet one is revered as an absolute shit slosh fest, horrible game that the NFL was apologizing you for watching. The other was categorized as a beautiful defensive battle between two high-quality defensive teams when the score was exactly the same. And this infuriates me upon no other because my quarterback is getting dragged through the mud and Jalen Hurts and Jordan Love are getting passes when the performances were very similar. I took an entire page to write notes on this game because of how angry and inspired I was. I remember watching it be scoreless at halftime, and I was like, yes, I'm going to have so much fucking ammunition for the next thing where I'm going to be like, why is this game shit on and this game is praised? And I was praying it would end at the same score, and then when it ended in the same score, I was so happy. So
now there is one key difference. One of them involved the Raiders.
Yeah.
Then the other one involved the defending Super Bowl champions.
But it's the same score.
I know. But they
are an NFL team. You are an NFL roster with professional football players.
And I get the notion of any given Sunday, but the fact is the Raiders have a consistent trend of being garbage. So it's almost expected. Whereas the Eagles and a little bit the Packers too are usually better, and they perform.
If you could take one guy for your defensive line out of those four teams, who would you take?
Can I take Micah Parsons?
I don't count him. He's a linebacker.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to cut the silence.
Can I take Max Crosby?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You would take Max Crosby and he's on the Raiders. So
okay, fair enough.
I'm gonna go through these. I'm gonna go through these stats because I wrote this down for a reason. Bo Nix, 16 of 28 for 150 yards, 150, one pick or one. God damn it! See, I'm so flustered and angry. I can't even get these stats out. Bo Nix was 16 for 28 for 150 yards, one touchdown, two interceptions. One of those interceptions bounced right off his receiver's hands.
Right.
One sack. Geno, 16 of 26 for 143 yards, no touchdowns, one interception, was sacked 6 times. Mm-hmm. That's your Thursday game quarterback stats. I'm throwing out one of Bo Nix's interceptions. The other one was basically a punt because of how far he threw it down the field.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
But it wasn't on fourth down. It was like on second down, which sucks. But at least the dude's trying to make a play. Jalen Hurts, 15 of 26 for 183 yards, one touchdown, 0 interceptions, no sacks. It's not better.
It's not better, no.
One interception or one touchdown, but Bo Nix had a touchdown.
Yeah.
So it's one less completion on 2 less throws. Jordan Love was 20 for 36 for 176 yards and no touchdowns, no picks, but sacked 3 times. I didn't do the math of 176 divided by 36 to get his yards per attempt, but it's not good. So
yeah.
Tell me the difference here in the quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks all very, very
They all sucked, but they're not
numbers.
getting... The only person that's getting shit is Bo Nix, and it's because of how he looked in other games.
I think it's, when you look at what the Broncos have done this year, they're a fourth quarter team. I hate to say it.
And it didn't happen in that game, but they didn't need to.
Some other podcaster that I was watching yesterday morning said the same thing about, he said, I'm not taking the Broncos to go far in the playoffs because they can't figure out how to play 4 quarters of football.
But they figure out how to win.
They figure out how to win in the fourth quarter, which is
What's
essential.
the difference between winning 10-7? Say we win 10-7 against the Chiefs on Sunday.
Well,
are they still going to give a shit?
That's
we shut down the Kansas City offense.
When it
holding
comes
them to 7 points.
The playoffs,
you only need to score more than the other team. You only need to score more than the other team.
It's all that matters is winning. It doesn't matter if it's ugly or not. Now there's the Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla.
Yeah.
Trying to not shift to men's NBA, but when he first came to the Celtics, there was a question that was asked of him in a press conference where somebody asked him about, shooters not making shots, and the media perception is to say that they're slumping, and he was asked to comment on slumping versus strong defense. And Joe was thrilled. He loved that question. He was he's like, you and I are going to be best friends. Because
the Boston media.
Yeah. Because there's such a tendency to look at things through one particular set of eyes, as opposed to saying, hey, this team played really good defense. You could say, hey, the Broncos held the Raiders to just 1 touchdown, but instead you're saying Bo Nix looked like crap. Now, there's probably some truth to both of those.
There is truth to both of them. I'm not denying he didn't play well, but we're crucifying this man when 3 other quarterbacks played just as shitty.
Yeah.
And they're getting a pass.
And the Broncos remain in first place.
Yes.
A tie for first place in the AFC.
We're the number 2 seed right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sorry. Damn. We have the tiebreaker.
Damn. Okay. I haven't looked that far into it yet.
I'm just irritated of the just not appreciation and only Bronco fans. There's a meme. I'll find it and I'm going to put it here, but it's like a sexual harassment in the workplace meme. So it's the same picture of a girl in the office and she's like on the phone. And one of them, it's a good looking guy asking her about like her weekend and pointing, and she's like flirty with him. And then the bottom half is a big fat guy asking her the same question. And she's like, hello, HR.
Yeah.
And then so I saw it where it was superimposed the Eagles over the top one and then the Broncos over the bottom one. Just because it doesn't look good doesn't mean that it wasn't a good win on a short week against a divisional opponent. So
yeah, that's another solid point too. Thursday night game.
Oh, I'll get to Thursday night. It's my second page.
Okay.
Thursday night games.
I hope you have stuff for tomorrow's.
Anyway, I wrote down. I do. Here's the drives. Okay, so for the Broncos, it was punt, 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 touchdown, interception, then the half, punt, missed field goal, punt, field goal, punt, interception, 4-minute drive to end the game.
Okay.
The Raiders was punt, touchdown. This is where it gets good. Punt, punt, down, punt, half, punt, interception, blocked field goal, punt, punt, missed field goal.
Nice.
The Packers is punt, 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 fumble, down, punt, touchdown, fumble, missed field goal. So a couple less drives.
Yeah.
The Eagles are fumble,
Right.
punt, 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 down, field goals, punt, touchdown, punt, downs. The best drive, the touchdowns, other than touchdown drives, was the Broncos' 4.5-minute drive to close the game out.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about that. The one thing that's really important to do, run the ball at the end of the game when you know, they know, and you know, and they know that you know that you know that you got to run the ball. And you still ran the ball and burned 4.5 minutes off the clock to end and win the game. I'd take that as a victory right there. If we can do that against the Chiefs.
That's the key.
Got to do it against the Chiefs.
And the Chiefs are coming off a bye this week.
Yeah, Randy Reed's like 27-1.
Which makes it even harder. And you know he had himself a nice big bowl of wings.
Stealing McNuggets from Mahomes when they go out to the fast food place. With his little, he did a thing or whatever.
He had some fun watching Thursday night.
Dude, like outside of football, and he seems like he's got a good sense of humor. He can laugh at himself for wanting to eat all the fast food.
He always wears those Hawaiian shirts when they go to the
Pro Bowl.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I bet he is, but he's also probably the best coach in NFL.
He might
history.
be the best coach. You are not outlandish for saying that.
And it's believe me, it's hard for me to say, but I do believe that actually he is the best coach in NFL history.
Offensive mind, probably is the best offensive mind in NFL history.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's shout out. Who'd thought you get that kind of praise, Andy Reid?
Especially from me.
Yeah.
I'm on Team BB.
I saw a thing for McDaniels on we have another friend of mine, ours, and we'll try to get him on here, Bears guy. Texted me a Facebook meme, and it was clearly AI, and it was clearly like a template where you just apply whatever. Mm-hmm. So it was Aaron Andrews talking about how Caleb Williams needs to replace Mahomes as the face of the league. And I was like, bro, I've seen that for Baker Mayfield. I've seen that for Shedeur Sanders. I saw that for Bo Nix. I saw it for Justin Herbert. And I'm like, dude, this is a copy and paste AI bullshit that Facebook hopefully will try to root out of their things. But then I saw another one that was a coach, and it was like, the Giants called me after they fired Brian Daboll and blah, blah, blah. But it's the same. And I saw it for like Josh McDaniels. I saw it for Spagnuolo, the Chiefs. I've seen the same thing. And I'm just like, how do you get fooled by that, dude? Because it's so blatantly off. So like for those of you on Facebook and all of that, like make sure you double check those sources before you. Yeah, and then they put in the AI comments as well,
right?
Like 10 or 12 of the AI Facebook comments, which I thought was funny. But maybe I'll make Bears guy come on here and defend his because he was like, Aaron Andrews, I love her and she loves Caleb, and I was like, she doesn't love Caleb. She should sue for slander, is what she should do actually.
Yeah.
So.
And clearly Drake May should be the face of the league. I mean, if anybody's gonna take over for Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts, it's got to be Drake May.
What, Jalen Hurts is getting taken over already?
No, I'm just saying if it's going to happen, if we're pushing that narrative that it's time to move on to the next generation of quarterbacks.
I think the NFL wants it to be Joe Burrow, but he keeps getting hurt.
Yeah, it's not going to be Joe Burrow. No LSU.
Speaking of hurt, I think it's time to ban the Thursday games.
I'm done with them too. Yeah,
I am sick of the Thursday game.
The only thing I like about him is Kirk Herbstreit.
Yeah, he wore a good suit on Thursday. Tomorrow, today when this comes out, Pats Jets will be the Thursday game. Is it in Foxborough?
It is in Foxborough. Patriots are debuting their new Winter Storm uniforms.
Oh, nice!
Which are part of like the NFL's version of City Connect or City Edition.
Did you see the NBA ones?
I have seen. Yeah.
You like any of them?
No.
The Spurs one?
The Spurs one is the old school one, right?
Sick.
I didn't see all of them, I should
say.
say.
The Raptors one I love because I love that Raptor.
It's the old...
it's sick. It's like... It's almost like Inception because it's a jersey of the Raptor wearing the jersey.
It's kind of... That's nice. Yeah. It's
And the Pacers one. Hold on. I'm going to show you the Pacers one right now because I think it's the best one. They wore it last night.
I don't remember watching the Pacers game.
I love the Pacers.
Like it seems like a lot of them are very I should say what the NBA does, men's NBA does like almost a reverse retro type concept with it, like what Adidas did with
Adidas
the NHL. Oh yeah, that's nice.
I like that. I think that's sick.
It's got that reverse retro-y
I'll put it here too.
70s, early 80s, I guess, Pacers feel.
And then the Miami one with the black and the pink.
Yes.
Don't ever change that one. That's the best one.
What do they call it? Like the
Miami
the Vice City?
Yeah. That's so sweet. I'll put it right here. So when you think about the Thursday games and you think about the reasons why they shouldn't have them anymore and I'm curious just blindly, what do you think the main arguments for not having the Thursday games?
For me, you don't have enough time to prepare.
Okay.
Like that's just it. You have a game on Sunday. You typically would have a Monday off. Most teams do, right? And you have 2 days to prepare. If you're traveling, you have a day of travel.
I was the coach, I definitely wouldn't give a Monday off.
I probably wouldn't either, especially since you got the mini bye coming up or the weekend off. But to me, the NFL is all about preparation. Mm-hmm. And
Batman.
It's there was a time, I think, when they first started the Thursday night games that every team had one. They were all divisional games and all 32 teams had one so that it was very fair. But that since became, no, we want better matchups.
Divisional, usually.
Yeah. But they're not, it's not fair across the board. And I'm sure that players are not as healthy. Your body gets used to having a whole week to recover from a game. And
no, it doesn't.
When you're only got 3 days,
yeah, so
it's not the same.
These were my arguments. You don't have enough time to prepare, especially if you're a visiting team, because you got to get on the road earlier. You're going to get injured much easier. There'll be shitty games. So I looked into this actually, and this is not going to help my cause, but everything that I thought would be a reason why, science and numbers and statistics have actually proven them wrong.
Okay.
So the injuries, there's not a significant increase.
Wow.
It's been proven that, and stats have shown over the last almost 20 years that they've been doing, there has not been an increase in injuries for the teams in these games. The average score in both games is 45 versus the normal NFL game on a Sunday, 46.
Okay. Interesting.
So you're not getting worse game with less points or more points or a margin of victory. Again, maybe you've got one team that is at home. The average margin of victory in these Thursday games is 12 points, 12.3 points. The average margin of victory on a Sunday-Monday game is 11.4.
Oh, wow.
So
really?
I was shocked by these numbers too. And so you're like, well, you're thinking, oh, the home team is going to blow the away team out most of the time. It's actually not true. The home team has won 58% of the Thursday games. Unless you're in the AFC North, the Steelers are like 9-0 at home on Thursday, and they're 2-10 on the road in Thursday games. Mike Tomlin cannot win a Thursday road game, and I believe they've lost their one road Thursday game this year. The Broncos actually have 2 Thursday games. We just played the Raiders, and the penultimate game of the season against the Chiefs is also a Thursday game in Arrowhead. Because the NFL hates Sean Payton.
NFL does hate Sean Payton.
I looked at all these numbers and I was like, no way, all my arguments are just out the fucking window.
Yeah.
Because all the things, people are going to get hurt. The games are shitty. When you just look at the games in general, the numbers might not show they're shitty, but they always felt like they were crappy games.
Right.
And it's weird that the numbers don't show it. So I got my doctor people involved into this and looking up stats for arguments on health-wise that just because you're not having injuries doesn't mean you potentially couldn't have injuries. So there is a thing called soft tissue recovery. It it is a 5-day minimum thing.
Okay.
So playing on Sunday, 4 days later playing again, not good for soft tissue recovery.
Okay, yeah. So
Being your muscles, right? There is a thing called, God damn it, I wish I had spelled that more better. Neuromuscular fatigue, which is after stressing your muscles and putting your body through hell. The doctors recommend you have 72 to 96 hours of recovery time. So 24, 48, 24, 48, 72 is 3 days to 96, 4 days. So you're getting into that time of recovery as well. Inflammation in the body actually picks up 48 hours after physical stress, not immediately. So 2 days can go by before your body has hit the max. So that's on your Tuesday and not your Monday morning. So
the medical professionals.
Professionals, Dr. Sullivan's, agree that the game should not be played on Thursday. So why do they do it? Well, the players, I've never seen a quote from a player who was excited about the Thursday night games. You see the Richard Shermans. You know how much Richard Sherman hates it. He's on the freaking
He's on the broadcast.
The crew that does the Thursday night games, and he hates them. So they do pay him more, and the salary cap has gone up because of it. And so it's basically, and I've seen this argument where it's like, okay, the salary goes up and you pay more, but the salary cap only goes up so that you can pay the top tier players more money.
Right.
Your practice squad, or not your practice squad, your
offensive line,
your roster fillers, and all those guys. They're the ones that suffer more because of this, because they're not getting a salary increase, and they are still having to do these Thursday games. So,
did you look up ratings?
No. All I wrote down was, it ups the salary along with the Europe games, and then they're thinking about adding an 18th game as well.
Yeah.
Amazon signed the deal in 2021 for this exclusive rights for, I believe, $1 billion a season. So they pay the NFL $1 billion for the right to show the 18 Thursday games. I don't think there's one the last week of the season, so maybe 17.
I think they get 16 because the first one is usually on NBC.
Oh, maybe. And then you've got...
It's a Thursday night edition of Sunday Night Football.
And then I think the only other ones are the Dallas and the Detroit Thursday games that aren't on Amazon.
Right.
So the ones coming up very soon.
The Thanksgiving Day games.
Thanksgiving. Detroit's usually on CBS. The Dallas one's on Fox. And then the nightcap is on the NFL.
That's NBC.
It was NFL Network, and now it's on Amazon. Is it on NBC?
I think it's
on
NBC.
I'll double check that one.
I think it's another special edition of Sunday Night Football on Thursday.
So,
but Amazon might have the Black Friday game.
So someone sitting here debating with us about why they should get rid of the Thursday game is going to be like, well, you don't have more injuries. The games are so close. They score the same amount of points. The away team does not really have a disadvantage. And we make a shitload more money by doing it. So why the fuck would I get rid of the Thursday game? I just don't like it. I just want it gone. I'm fatigued, man. I'm good with Sunday, Monday.
I wonder what type of money they're bringing in from betting partners. Like
I didn't even think about that. It's just a game.
Or fantasy partners.
Why would a game on Thursday? Maybe because it's getting the spotlight.
Yeah.
You get more bets on it than if it was just randomly on the card.
Yeah.
Over on Sunday. That does make sense. And betting in the last 4 years has just jumped.
It's gone crazy.
Enormous.
Once it was legalized across the country.
So your DraftKings, your FanDuels, things that we can't do here in Nevada.
I know. It's a bummer.
I'd be all over that stuff. I feel like that's kind of almost more. Circa has it. Like I've got the Circa app, and they've kind of got that kind of thing, and it's actually more fun because you can just be rooting for like a player, but instead of a team.
We can't do parlays on the player props.
Oh, probably not. I haven't really tried.
But DraftKings I know allows you to. Because I hear people doing it. My little brother used to do it when he had a friend in Arizona, I think, making his bets for him. And I was confused out of my mind. I'm like, you can't do a parlay on a prop bet. What are you guys talking about?
So you mean like Darnold completions and Jackson Smith and Jigma catches to yards to? I don't know why I picked Seattle as my reference. But
He would do like actually James would do a lot of
you kind of would bet the ones that would go hand in hand, right? Donald yards tied to JSN receiving yards, or Drake May to Stephon Diggs or something like that. Yeah,
Drake May will throw for 2 touchdowns, and then Stephon Diggs anytime touchdown, Keyshawn Boutte anytime touchdown.
Yeah,
boom, parlay them all. Obviously if Keyshawn and Diggs are getting your touchdown, so is Drake.
Yeah, that's actually a smart way to do it. That's kind of like handcuffing your fantasy quarterback to his receivers and stuff too.
Yeah.
I would love to know what the rest of the world thinks about the Thursday games. Most of the people that I talk to about them, I would say 75% of the people are with me in getting rid of them. But some people are like, I like the Thursday game.
I do. There's certain people that are just like football people that want to watch.
I am a football person.
Game. Yeah.
You could put the NFL on every day of the week, and I would watch it. And again is against my argument of fuck it. Wait, but some people were like, oh, push it to Friday. I go, no, you can't, because that's high school football day,
right?
And Saturday is college football day.
College football.
So
yeah,
I just like, and I hate it the most when it's my team playing. Yep, and it's cool now. Like, I got a cool weekend to just kind of relax and try to watch the NFC South beat teams I need them to beat so that we can move into first place, and they failed miserably at doing that. Thanks, NFC South.
Yeah,
especially Atlanta over and like, I wasn't an early riser, but now I kind of am an early riser. Like, younger me would have been like, fuck getting up at 6:30 for this Berlin game, but I was awake already, so let me watch it. And then I got 4 windows of football. So I would vote for keeping the Europe games and getting rid of the Thursday games. I know there's some people that are like, fuck the Europes. Let me.
I agree with keeping the European games. I think there's something to be said about continuing to grow the game and build the game in areas where it's not as popular. We're both European soccer fans.
Yeah.
So
but again, they'll never bring their main guys over here for a regular season game.
But we know how passionate sports fans are
in Europe
over there.
Oh yeah. I was amazed at looking at that. So the game was in Berlin. The Colts must have played a game in Germany before, because typically when you see those London, the one next week's in Madrid.
Yeah.
Or Sunday morning, which is cool. Normally you see just a plethora of different teams, like Chargers, Rams, Broncos, Vikings, all those guys. There was a shitload of just German Colts fans there, and that was actually really impressive to me. I was like, okay, you got yourself a city and a fan base there. So that kind of like turned my tables a little bit on the like, okay, maybe it's fine if we just keep doing the Europe thing. So
yeah, I'm all for it. And we know that, it won't be long before European football players are taking over the NFL the same way they have in the men's NBA.
Yeah, they were talking about the format that got released today about an All-Star game and how it's going to be USA versus the world. And we had Dan Patrick on, and we both listed off who we thought the starting 5 would be for the Europe team. And Dan Patrick, 20 seconds later, listed off the exact same 5 that we said. With Luka, SGA, Jokic, Wemby, and Giannis. So take the USA team with discretion, because I thought of the Europe starting 5 in about 4 seconds, and I really hadn't put much thought into the USA starting 5. So I don't even...
Yeah.
You guys that you think of, like, a lot of people don't know that SGA is Canadian. A lot of people don't know that Jamal Murray is Canadian. So,
yeah, I didn't know Jamal Murray was Canadian.
So it's like, I know Anthony Edwards, and I shoot that one out immediately. But my headphone's getting weird.
Yes.
Is it your right headphone?
Is this one?
Yeah, that was weird. I think it's my little guy there. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Amazon headphone thing. But I'm like, who else would I put in the American? Bam would be your center.
And Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson. Well, you've also got Jason Tatum that's hurt.
Yeah. Jaylen Brown.
Who's the Pacers guy? Tyrese
Halliburton, yeah.
Also hurt. So I'm actually kind of excited about that format, and it gets me a little bit. I only usually ever watch Saturday night,
Right.
for the dunk, the
dunks and the
3-point,
threes,
and
yeah.
that kind of stuff. So, couldn't tell you who's in any of that, but
It's a long ways to go.
it's a long ways to go. I got that's all my notes
My only
on that.
I have a note. Again, going back to Thursday night, tomorrow night, or tonight when this airs, Patriots are playing the Jets. Remember, the Jets were terrible, and now they're on a
won 2 in a
2-game
row.
win streak.
1-2 in a row.
I don't understand this, Pete. How do the Jets trade away their at least two best defensive players, and now they're a better team? I mean, yes, I know they played the Cleveland Browns.
Wasn't one of them like a shootout?
The one with Cincinnati was a shootout.
Yeah, and so defense.
Well, I don't even know if it was like a traditional shootout. It was they were down big, and then Cincinnati just decided.
That was the
to
other
take
thing.
them.
I'm glad you reminded me of my point to make. I should have started with this. That Bears Bengals game, 46-42, where it's a shootout and no one can stop anybody.
Yeah.
What's the difference between that and the defensive struggle between the Eagles, Packers, Broncos, Raiders, other than the other side of the ball was playing well?
Points are sexy.
It's a perspective. It's subjective.
People-
Objectively, one side of the ball is playing very well for your squad and one side is not.
It's the,
And we don't like it when it's the defensive side. It's the same reason why most people don't like a pitcher's duel. The same reason why soccer will never be popular in America.
right. People like points. People like scoring.
I can appreciate a
Chicks
sack.
dig the long ball.
I can appreciate a sack. I can appreciate a pass breakup where the linebacker, especially if it's a linebacker on a tight end, where you're like, you out athletic to that guy, and props. But I wanted to throw that out there too. I don't believe there is a difference between a 46-42 game and a 10-7 game. Remember that game in the rain,
Yeah,
Pittsburgh and Miami, about 12, 13 years ago? It was 3-0 in the final because it was a monsoon
Oh, yeah,
in Miami. That was the one
yeah.
where the punt came down and it stuck
Just sticks in the ground.
right
yeah.
in the ground. Back to your Jets.
Yeah, no. Don't say my Jets.
The rant had to come in and just popped in my head.
I just don't understand how the Jets got better by getting rid
Addition by subtraction.
of their best players. When you look at, I don't think I had heard anybody ever say anything bad about Sauce Gardner or Quentin Williams.
No. They never bitched to the media or anything about being on a bad team either.
Right. So it's not like they were one of those bad guys in the clubhouse. At least I don't think. Some of the things I've seen about Sauce going to the Colts, it seems like he's a pretty good dude. But yeah, they're better now, and they're winning. I don't know if it's again the divine intervention with Nick Mangold having passed, and he's watching over them. But definitely not going to be the easiest game for the Patriots.
What if it's like the football gods? Oh, you think you're going to get draft picks and lose out and get good ones. I'll show you. You're going to win a few so that you don't get the number one pick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good possibility. Yeah.
And you have to package those picks together to move up.
That'd be a riot. Yes.
I mean, of all the teams that you could guess is probably going for a quarterback, I would put the Jets as my number one. Yes.
Cardinals are going to be in there now, too.
But there's a little bit of doubt in there with Kyler.
Yeah.
With the Jets, it's like, yeah. Even
Right.
though we said a million times, build your offensive line first. But we're not GMs, so
Not yet. Not yet.
yet.
Somebody's one day going to watch this and be like, wow, those guys have a point. They knew all 5 European
Don't hire me.
starters.
Don't hire me, Raiders, because I'll fuck your team. So.
No, that's a question. Would you?
Yes.
Like if the Raiders...
No, I wouldn't. I'm just kidding. I would
Raiders
do
come... Mark
everything
Davis
in my
knocks on the
power.
door and he says, hey, Mr. Green Apple Studios, I've been watching your podcast. I know you're a big fan of my teams, or at least my women's team. I want you to come be my new GM because we suck and we're firing everybody again.
Yeah, absolutely. I would take that job in less than a second, and I would do everything in my power to make the Raiders as good as possible. I would. I like honestly, seriously mean that.
There's only one team in all the sports I wouldn't accept it for. being the New York Yankees. I could not
That's fair enough.
do that.
And I have hatred for the other teams, but I don't think I could say that. Like even the Cubs, I'd be like, yeah, I'll run your team. We'll try to be good.
Well, that's it. Like I could do it for. I mean, I guess I have respect for the fan bases of the other teams that I don't like. Even Auburn,
because there's a guy
I
just like
respect
us
their fans.
there's a guy just like us that's a fan of all those other 31 NFL teams, 29 basketball teams,
right?
29 baseball teams. So
I just don't respect the anything about the New York Yankees, their organization, or their fans.
Fair enough.
So I would destroy them if they gave me the
New Cashman, right? It's still Brian Cashman.
It is still Brian
That's
Cashman.
wild.
Yeah. For some reason, and it's still Aaron Boone at the helm for some strange reason.
Think about other guys that have an epic moment for their team, and then the team would take that and make that the reason why you're the coach. Like the home run from Aaron Boone. Who else has an iconic moment like that for a particular franchise? That like a playoff, once in a lifetime moment that like if Will Smith is the manager of the Dodgers in a couple seasons.
Like Dave Roberts, but he didn't do it for the Dodgers. Like
hit him such a Mal Joe if he became the Blue Jays manager.
And sometimes teams do that where they just pick a beloved
it is baseball
person.
where you would be more likely because you're hitting a home run or making a catch or having a perfect game.
Yeah.
Or something like Kawhi Leonard. That wasn't even in the finals though, but hitting that shot in the playoffs for Toronto was like a moment that I can think of, or
Well, even like when Phoenix hired Steve Nash, didn't they hired Steve Nash, right?
The Lakers. I know he coached the Lakers.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
And then like Jason Kidd's coaching the Mavs now. Right. He used to play for them. So, but I can't think of like a Jason Kidd, like one iconic moment like Aaron Boone's home run. So
right. Yeah, knocking down a three to send you to the NBA Finals. No, I don't know who did that.
Like if Ray Allen became a coach of the Heat.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect great example.
It'd be funny to see if LeBron wants to coach someone.
You know LeBron does want to coach. I mean, LeBron has been the coach and general manager for the Lakers.
Right now. They say JJ Redick does a good job, but I haven't watched many Lakers games. So they have a weird TV deal that doesn't let me watch the Lakers on my NBA thing.
Oh, really?
Like I have the NBA package and I can watch every team.
Yeah, because they're a local team.
I don't have Sportsnet.
They're a local team.
I don't have it.
Yeah.
So technically we're in the Lakers market.
Yes, we are.
So the only game I can't watch is if the Spurs play Lakers.
You can't get Clippers, or you can get Clippers?
I can watch the Clippers.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Because they're both our market. Crazy.
Who'd have thought we'd get to NBA? I didn't think we would, but the only thing I haven't touched on is the Knights. I did not have any notes other than they suck right now.
Well, you and I are both sober for the season.
There's that.
Neither Lozon or Saad has scored, and that is not good.
It's not like Bruce isn't trying either. I think Saad has been on every single line, and now he's back in the last game. Is back to his normal spot there with Hurdle and Dorofeev. So, and then he's threw Marner back with Eichel, but they're just, damn it, I saw a stat. Hold on, I think I can find it.
Like they made it close Monday night where it looked like Florida was going to crush them.
They came back and tied it against Anaheim to lose in overtime.
Right.
In the last seconds.
Anaheim is an exciting young team to watch. I mean, I've been saying that for a while.
I mean, here it is. I think this is it. Oh, yeah. With Seattle's loss in the shootout, the Golden Knights currently sit on the outside of the playoff picture by points. Since Bruce Cassidy took over, VGK have played exactly one game while out of the playoff picture, and that game was on October 22nd, 2024 against the Kings, and they won 6-1. Literally, every other one of the 260 games that Cassidy has coached in Vegas has either been an opening night game or with the VGK in a playoff position.
Wow.
Shout out to Ken at Sinbin for that one.
That's a pretty amazing stat. So props to Bruce, and let's make sure that stays at just one or single digits.
Literally, this homestand, I think they're 1-4.
Yeah, it's bad. But I mean,
They're just having trouble
Tampa Bay's a good team.
putting the puck in the net, and you're relying on a backup and a AHL guy.
Yeah, that's the other thing is, we are missing our top goalie.
They threw that kid into the fire. His 5 games have been like Tampa twice, Florida. Just ridiculous games that they're like, here, kid, trial by fire. Do your best. Here's like the top teams.
Yeah, the last
former champions. The last
2 Stanley Cup winners.
2 Stanley Cup winners other than us and Colorado. Play them, and then, And oh no, the last 3 cup winners, because he's gone against Tampa, Colorado, and Florida.
Yeah.
Sorry, Carl, but like I think you're doing a good job.
I think he's doing pretty good.
You're just not there yet. You are, and like I hope this doesn't hinder his growth. And I texted you the other day. I was like, words I never thought I would say. We need Hill back.
Right. Just for consistency, something we know what we've got behind the defenders.
And I'm always the first one to blame the goalie, but the fact that they haven't given either Schmidt or Lindblom run support, goal support, whatever you call it in hockey.
Yeah, we know what you mean.
They scored a shitload to start the year, and I don't understand why the wells run dry. And is it getting to the point where I remember I used to always talk about the Golden Knights, like we're so good, everybody's good and scores that we have like 4 or 5 20 goal scorers.
Right.
We're not dependent upon one person, so if they go dry, we're fucked. And now, who's our main goal scorer? It's Dorofeev.
Right.
I would say, right? Because that was another thing I said at the beginning of the bunch of other podcasts that we've done. I was like, cool, you got Marner, but Marner and Eichel are very similar in the way that they play, where they might be more passive than really going at the goal. So you've got Marner and Eichel who are so quick to make plays and pass. Who fucking finishes? Like that ticky-tacky Barcelona style play, or pass. We're just going to pass around the goal and no one's ever going to fucking put it on net.
Shoots, yeah.
So I don't know. We want to give a shot with Marner, Dorofeev, and Eichel on the line because Barbashev, he's good and he has good chemistry with Eichel, but I think, and they probably already thought about this, like we might have to make a move for a sniper goal scorer. So
who else are you going to put on long-term IR? I mean, that's another thing. Like,
and a lot of them are blaming Stone being hurt, but
Stoney is always hurt. That's the thing.
He is the heart and soul of the team.
By now, I was going to say, by now we should have figured out how to play and be successful without him. But I think there's something to be said about his presence and his mentality.
Yeah,
and him just being the captain of the team.
Will's out too for something we don't know. That line hasn't really done a lot this year anyway. So, other than Karlsson's defensive presence, I guess, and because it's not like Holtz being in for Karlsson is like an offensive downgrade. Sorry, Will, I love you. You know I love you more than anything, but you scored 43 goals the one year, and I don't think you've scored 43 cents. He's great on the shorthanded situations. That's what I think it's going to take. I think they get another shorthanded goal. I think that'll kickstart.
Give them
turn the engine over. Get a shorty. Get a Eichel, Riley Smith, something. I don't know how long Will's out for. I don't even know when the next game is. Is it tomorrow? Pretty sure it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Yeah.
Last game of the homestand, if I'm not mistaken.
Who else?
Or maybe they're on the road now. Hold on. We're horrible fans. As we both reach for the phone.
I think we said it earlier too that there's so much going on. Yeah, it's tomorrow versus the Islanders.
Oh, that's winnable.
Is it? I hope so.
Yeah, Dorofeev leads us with 10 goals. Mitch Marner leads us in assists. Crazy.
Yeah. He's the ass man.
That's all I got. So let's hope the Knights can put it together. Let's hope we get rid of the Thursday game.
After the Patriots win.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us here on Fast Talk Podcast. Like and subscribe.
Make sure to hit up the GoFundMe for Coco over here.
It will be in the description. And more to come. Thanks.
Go Knights, go.
Nice.